Howdy y'all, it's G-Man and welcome to another episode of Out with the New, In with the Old, where we take a look at how gaming has changed over the years for the better, or worse. Finally released after a long Diablo 3 binge, join me as we talk about cheating in games. There was a time when you could enter a button combination to a video game and bend it to your will. You see, old games are pretty hard, everybody knows that. You only had a handful of lives and maybe a few continues if you were lucky, but that was it. When you died, it was game over. You lose, good day sir. So is it so wrong that we had to cheat every now and then to get by? I can recall the first time someone showed me the level warp trick in Super Mario Bros. It was also the same jerkface who told me that with Aladdin on the Mega Drive, all you had to do was pause the game and press A and B over and over again to skip levels, essentially ruining the experience for me. Yeah, you know who you are, son. It seemed kinda weird at first, but I later learned that it was very common at the time, with a lot of games having hidden button codes like that. Keep in mind that this was before the days of the internet, where everybody could share information worldwide and voice their unwanted opinions, so finding out cheat codes was something of a revelation.
It was really common in PC gaming at the time, especially games like Doom and Doom Nukem 3D. You type in a specific catchphrase and you could get God Mode, or weapons, or things like level select. God Mode and rocket launchers in particular was a pretty epic combo.
They were hidden in plain sight the entire time. All you needed to do was know the right buttons to press and voila, the game was your bitch. Figuratively speaking, of course. I couldn't even legitimately finish a lot of games from my childhood unless I cheated. Commander Keen was the first game I had to use codes to finish, and I probably would never have finished the game otherwise. At the time I felt this incredible surge of power, like God must feel when he uses cheat codes. Of course, with modern titles, it's a lot different. With all the checkpoints, autosaves and whatnot, it doesn't matter if you die over and over because you're only going to lose 5 minutes of playtime anyway. You don't need to worry so much about skill or consistency, you just need to persevere. If you have to cheat to finish a game now, maybe you're just failing at life in general.
It seems nowadays that game developers really make you work for your unlockables. I mean, they're still there in one form or another, but you have to do something very specific and difficult to unlock them. In Metal Gear Solid 3, for instance, to unlock the stealth camouflage, you have to beat the entire game without being seen once! Not once! That's pretty shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, how about in the recent Max Payne 3 game? To unlock infinite bullet time, you've got to finish the game on the hardest difficulty setting, which is no small feat. F that. It lengthens the replayability of the game, sure, but regardless of how patient you are, that's a real pain in the ass. It's a lot different from just typing a phrase into the keyboard or pressing a few buttons. But now, when you cheat in a game, because you had to work to earn the cheat itself, it feels like you've really earned it. You've justified the right to do anything you want.
Was there a noise just now?
It makes sense if you think about it. Now you're forced to play the game the way the developers intended. You're going to see the game from start to finish the same way everyone else will. But even if they did include level select and God mode cheats in modern games, would people still play the games properly? Or would they just use the cheats when the game got too hard?
The only dilemma is that sometimes you just want to cheat your ass off in a video game. You want to walk around with invulnerability and every weapon in the game, destroying everything in your path. And that's what's great about certain PC games like Skyrim and Fallout that still allow you to access the console. I mean, I doubt anyone considers finishing a game whilst cheating an accomplishment, but it's fun playing the game without any inhibitors and seeing what happens. And on that note, it's time to draw this episode to an end. Thanks once again for watching Out with the New, In with the Old, and I'll see you all at New Tristram. And until next time, goodbye.